It was a celebration of culture, scholarship, and the power of storytelling as the Institute of African and Diaspora Studies, IADS, held its first ever open day at the University of Lagos, Akoka. And what a day it was! The event brought together an impressive lineup of dignitaries, including the Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, Professor Folasade Ogunsola, and a representative of the chairman of the Nigerian Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, from the Lagos office, alongside other distinguished guests from academia and beyond. In his opening remarks, Professor Muyiwa Falaye, director of the Institute, welcomed attendees and shed light on the importance of this open day.
Madam Vice Chancellor, you will recall that the idea to host this open day came up at the retreat because you were there. And it was there that we decided that this year we will open our doors to all those who have had association with us in the last 7 years. It is no longer news that IADS was founded about 8 years ago as a research institute. And in those years, we are proud and honored that we have been able to do so much that we think that letting other people see and know what we have done is very important.
Professor Folasade Ogunsola, the Vice Chancellor of Unilag, delivered a rousing address emphasizing the critical role IADS plays in empowering Africans to reclaim and tell their own stories too often distorted or buried by colonial narratives.
I think one of the things for me about IADS is that something we all say is that Africans have to own their story. We have to own our narrative. And it is very important that we are doing it intentionally and we are asking the right questions, especially because of colonization. And I say that with a deep sense of responsibility, that I think the greatest damage of colonization was what it did to our thinking. And it is what you think that you do. It is what you think that you are. And we have seen an African Renaissance beginning. It's come in music, it's come in fashion, it's come our drama. We now need academics to dig, to actually find the forgotten stories, the stories that have been set aside, to reinterpret what has been interpreted for us by others, because they do not know us. And I think IADS is doing that. It's also about evaluating and looking at those in diaspora. How have they changed? How have they taken our culture? How can this impact? But it's not only about what has happened. It's how do we take our unique selves, be comfortable in our skin? How do we move forward? The world is changing rapidly. And you cannot be at the forefront if you are not confident of who you are, if you are copying others. And I think what I love is that IADS is not copying anybody. IADS is understanding where we're coming from and taking us forward.
She also reaffirmed Unilag's ongoing commitment to manpower development and mentorship, reinforcing the university's reputation as a breeding ground for intellectual and cultural leadership on the continent. This event wasn't just about words, it was a full cultural experience. Attendees were treated to a documentary screening that showcased the Institute's past triumphs and future ambitions. The message was clear. IADS isn't just studying the African diaspora, it's shaping its future. And then came a vibrant splash of energy, a dance performance by students from the Department of Creative Arts, reminding everyone of the rich artistic heritage that continues to thrive on campus. One of the outstanding moments of the day was an exhibition led by Professor Ayo Yusuf, which spotlighted the Institute's innovations in research and advocacy. Among them, the GL Clinic, a groundbreaking collaboration between IADS and the university, where physician assistant students now receive hands-on trainings in traditional medicine. The clinic is already making waves, offering benefits like enhanced immunity and improved skin health through herbal remedies, blending Asian wisdom with modern science. As the day wrapped up, one thing was clear: Africa is rising, and IADS is helping lead the charge. With continued support from the Vice Chancellor and visionary leadership, the Institute is set to deliver cutting-edge research and practical solutions that not only uplift Nigeria, but also echo across the African continent.